Do you know kimchi? Do you know BTS? Do you know Son Heung-min? Do you know K?
Do you know about Pepero Day, one of Korea's biggest commemorative days? In Korea, there are over 400 official and unofficial holidays. Pepero Day ranks among the top 5 most significant ones. Pepero is a product officially launched by the Korean company Lotte, inspired by a traditional Korean snack that had been around for centuries. Oh, my apologies, that's actually Pocky, a product released in 1966 by Japan's Glyco. Lotte's Pepero, on the other hand, was launched in 1983. Pepero bears an extremely similar shape, taste, and box design to Pocky, but as I mentioned earlier, Pepero is based on a traditional Korean snack. Therefore, it is not plagiarism. To understand the history of Pepero, one must first learn about Korea's traditional criminal interrogation methods. In the Joseon dynasty, if a person was accused or identified as a suspect, law enforcement would immediately arrest them. They would then be subjected to continuous torture for 5 days until they confessed to their crime. There were no lawyers, nor any opportunity to defend oneself, and the torture was relentless. The methods of torture varied depending on the preferences of the interrogators, but the highlight of the process on the 5th day was legally mandated. This was the infamous jury twisting, or jury tulgi. Jury twisting involved placing 2 sturdy wooden sticks in an X shape between the suspect's thighs. 2 interrogators would each grab 1 stick and pull downward. This scientific method of torture used the principle of leverage to inflict excruciating pain with minimal effort. The sticks used in the torture would become stained with the suspect's sweat and blood, darkening to a deep chocolate-like color. If the suspect endured the process without confessing, they were declared innocent. In reality, however, few people managed not to confess during this process, which was said to be worse than death. The sticks used in the process would be partially dark chocolate in color and partially pretzel brown. This stick was called Pepero, or the stick of truth. If the suspect survived the entire ordeal without confessing, they were released and deemed innocent. As a token of their innocence, they were given the stick stained with their sweat, blood, and bodily essence. This stick symbolized state-certified honesty. The freed suspect would treasure this Pepero stick as a family heirloom, passing it down to their descendants. To commemorate the release of their family member, the suspect's relatives would hold a village feast, crafting snacks shaped like Pepero from flour and chocolate. This tradition is the origin of Korea's traditional snack, Pepero. Over the centuries, Koreans ate Pepero during significant events. One day, a keen-eyed Korean noticed that Pepero closely resembled the number 1. This discovery was hailed as one of the greatest findings by Koreans in centuries. The nation celebrated. The Korean government eventually designated November 11th, a date with 4 ones, as the official Pepero Day. This day serves as a reminder of Pepero's traditional significance and a time for Koreans to honestly confess their feelings. On Pepero Day, Koreans give Pepero to those they have lied to often, pledging to act honestly in the future. However, failing to give Pepero on this day could mark you as a liar. Being branded an official liar in Korea can make life incredibly difficult, as Koreans are not kind to liars. If you find yourself in Korea on November 11th, never forget Pepero Day. If you do, you may be treated as a liar until the next Pepero Day rolls around. Oh, my apologies again. That's actually Pocky. Pocky was launched in 1966 in Japan, while Pepero was released in 1983 by Lotte in Korea as a traditional Korean snack. Don't get them confused. Never, never, never.
Just tell me when.